What is going on, Colts Nation? Here's Jamal, and I'm Eric, your co-host of the Colts Cast.
Yo,
Jamal, if the shoe fits, wear it, right?
that's what you got to do.
I mean, if you don't have a tight end, you got to draft one, right?
We got tight ends. We got like 6 of them to be, and I guess because we let Kylan go, so maybe I can't go
was
through the math
say
right now.
it's
But
getting light
1,
right
2,
now. Like
3, 4. Yeah, that's right. You're right. We need to have at least 10 on the roster.
we need at least 10. I mean, Jelani might be healthy. Can't really count on him. We got Will Mallory. We got Drew Ogletree. I think that's all the relevant tight ends, and we don't have an outstanding star there. So you got to draft one. Let's take Tyler Warren, right? Well, what if he's not there? What if he's not there? Because we have to upgrade at tight end. I've seen plenty of mocks. I'm sure you have too, Jamal, where Tyler Warren is not there at 14 anymore. There are teams reaching for. I've seen him as high as 5, the 5th overall pick. Now, I don't think that will actually happen, but it's getting more unlikely that he might not be there for us, just like Brock Bowers was not there for us. I could see him being selected by the Saints or Jets. Maybe there's another surprise team that likes him, like the Jaguars. Who knows? But there's another tight end that's grabbing some attention. He was grabbing some attention before the Tyler Warren buzz, and he's basically 1B to Warren. Enter Colston Loveland. Jamal, talk to me about this guy.
Before we go and jump into him, y'all know the drill. Hit the like, subscribe button, drop a comment below. Let us know how you feel about Tyler Warren not being there. And even if he's there, I mean, do we take Colston Loveland instead? I have read different reports. I have saw different videos. Just a couple different things talking about comparing Colston Loveland, who was a wide receiver who transitioned over to tight end, getting taken over as someone like Tyler Warren. So yeah, let's talk about him for a few minutes.
You taking Loveland over Warren?
I don't know. I mean, I think the biggest problem right now with Warren, and I know everybody knows this. People they might not want to tell themselves, but he's a shining toy right now. He is the shining toy just because we saw what Brock Bowers did. But we have to realize that everyone is not Brock Bowers. I think that Colston Loveland may have had quite a different year had he had a competent quarterback behind, back there not holding the ball for 15 minutes. So. But Colston Loveland, he led the team in receptions and yards. I think he had like 582 yards, 5 touchdowns, had an 80% catch rate, averaging 10 yards per catch. My man was doing what he was supposed to do, averaging 5.5 yards after the catch. He was doing exactly what he was supposed to do. Like I said, just had some pretty poor quarterback play. Now you insert a decent quarterback for him. Maybe that elevates his game a whole lot. Maybe that takes him to that Tyler Warren stage where he's on the field, doing something where because he was the focal point of this Michigan offense. I mean, we all know that. He was the focal point, unlike Tyler, who had other people around him, who kind of take some of the
I would say even it's just the scheme. Like Michigan
the scheme too.
I mean, the Jim Harbaugh legacy is there, and he's always been a run first offense, run heavy, strong offensive line, strong blocking, and set up opportunities in the passing game. And that is going to limit, you're right, Jamal, that is going to limit players out of that offense. You're not going to see, those flashy stats like you saw with Tyler Warren, who's got over 1,000 yards as a tight end. I mean, JJ McCarthy was the same way. Like, he wasn't asked to do much in that offense. And, that was a knock on him. Like, where's the production at? Same with Colston Loveland. I think he's got probably half of the receptions and catches as Tyler Warren did last year. But I mean, talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, simply put, like Colston Loveland, he's a great tight end. I mean, he has a full route tree. Like I said, he moved from that wide receiver role. So I mean, I'm not saying that they bumped him down because he wasn't good enough, but I think his numbers were something like he lined up in the slot like 30-something% of the time. He lined up along the line like 40-something% of the time. I may have those flip-flopped. I can't remember. But I mean, so he was all over the place. He's a guy who wants the ball. He needs the ball. You need to feed him the ball, which is why he would be a great fit for this offense at the tight end spot. Now, of course, we know the blocking situation. Everybody knows that this day and age, the blocking tight end is kind of irrelevant. That's not really a thing anymore. But you have to have that productivity from the tight end. If they're not going to block, they have to be able to get on the field and be productive. And that's where someone like Loveland steps in, because while his pass blocking is not the hottest, I will be honest, it's not the hottest. Neither is Tyler Warren's. His blocking ain't the hottest either. He's an okay blocker. He's better than Loveland, but neither one of these guys are studs out there when it comes to blocking. So they make up for it their other assets, which is where someone like Loveland comes in and can really dominate on the field. Again, at the first level, at the just getting right behind the linemen, catching these quick passes, or even getting up to the second level of getting to the linebackers and the safeties, and not afraid to be able to go out in the middle of the field and catch the ball. So I think someone like him really brings an element to this team where it can elevate the crew, and we can put him in a bunch of different packages on the field at any time. That's going to help just this crazy run game we should be having, as well as this mixed up passing game that we should be having this year.
Like I feel like every tight end we've looked at this year there's always a knock on him, and it's always blocking.
Yeah,
Like,
that's just the theme.
who comes out of college as a prototypical NFL blocking inline tight end? I haven't seen it in a while, because if they're that good inline blocking, they're probably not that good out wide in the
Yep.
passing game. I just haven't seen a complete. I mean, even Brock Bowers, like, people were like, "Oh man, I don't know if he can block." Like that's like all we say. So I just think Jamal, like, he's super athletic. Like, we love that. Ballard loves that. And he was very underutilized in that Michigan offense. And it just seems like the Tyler Warren buzz has kind of overshadowed this guy. I know he's banged up. I think he had some surgery. He should be healthy, by summertime. But amazing tight end prospect. Like you said, Jamal can do everything in the passing game. Lines up everywhere, slot out wide, inline, backfield, can attack all three levels of the field. Smooth, fluid mover in his routes. Explosive acceleration for a guy his size. Gotta like it. I think we can stop there. Like, he's everything you want in the passing game aspect. And depending on who you ask, they'll be like, yeah, his blocking can improve. Okay, everyone's blocking can
Everyone,
improve.
yeah, exactly.
So right now, like, get him in there, and it's that wide tight end, a dominant weapon in the passing game. We got to upgrade there, and someone who can contribute in the run blocking game, which is core to the Colts offense. I've seen flashes of him having some great blocks at Michigan, especially when he lines up out wide or in the slot, and he really attacks those second level defenders, those guys that probably aren't as big as those linemen. Feel like he just blasts through those guys. Coach him into a better blocker. I mean, that's what you got to do. I just think he has the size. Like, he's like 6'6", almost 6'6".
He's a big dude.
Yeah, 250. And I think just once he fills out, get in that weight room, really dedicate his life to football by being a professional football player, I think he can be a more confident blocker at the next level. I think this guy has the ceiling, just like Warren. Like, don't get it twisted. I think people are, Tyler Warren's kind of that complete package. I would argue Colston Loveland's, pretty close there. Like I said, 1B to the 1A. Production wasn't crazy in college, again, due to the scheme. Don't get it twisted. That I don't think this is simply just betting on traits.
Mm-hmm.
There's some guys like who is it? Guy out of Texas A&M, Shamar Stewart. He's an edge, super athletic. Raw score, I think he's number 1 ever for an edge rusher. I know, that's crazy. Like, most athletic edge ever. Yet he had like 1.5 sacks last year. So like, so that is betting on traits. But like, we've seen flashes of this guy. It's just he was underutilized in that offense, which is fine, because we know he's going to transition to the next level pretty well, especially in this Colts offense. We think he flashed when he got the ball. I don't know, Jamal. We could end up seeing the offense kind of funnel through him like that. That's how excited I am about this guy, or Tyler Warren. Like, he could be that tight end that's really going to elevate this team. That's how good he is, and I think Chris Ballard can't overthink it here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think you just got to play it smart and see where the cards lie. Know what you want, and if you feel like, hey, listen, your piece isn't there that you want, then go after the next one you want. And if that means that you're going to have to make a rash decision to maybe pick someone a little earlier than you plan on doing it, then if you want for the betterment of this team, then you're all chips in, then do it. So yeah, I agree with everything you said. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. And then if this doesn't work out in the tight end group, no matter if we get either one of these boys, then that just means that it's a coaching issue too, and we need to find some new coaches, because if his coach can't handle having 17 people on his roster and can't figure out how to develop them, then this is past the players at that point.
I know there's always that argument, like, is it coaching? Is it talent? And I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, Jamal. Like, if you're getting this guy who obviously balled out in college, we saw the athleticism on tape, and like you can't make it work, boy. I mean, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. This is, I think, the Colts can attack different levels of, different types of positions in the first round, but really you're not going to really get an argument from any fan, any commentator, anybody who analyzes the NFL, because tight end has been the most mocked position to the Colts for any mock draft. So it's just a consensus need. You got two high-level guys that are definitely first-round draft prospects. You take one, you don't overthink it, and you move on to the second round for day 2 and day 3 for the later rounds, and you build up the roster from there, because I just think if you really dissect this roster, you could pick some holes in it, but I think you add a tight end, you do a few other things, and this team should be good. Should be in a third-year offense under Shane Steichen. Should be. So we'll see.
Yes, we will. That's going to be it for us today, y'all.
Hey, that's going to be it for us, everyone. Thanks for listening to the Colts Cast. We are live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or any platform you use to listen to podcasts, and we'll be back next time to give you some more Indianapolis Colts content. Take care.